What is up, you guys? It is officially Wednesday, and Wednesdays are for Tribe Teas. So, how are you guys doing? How are you? Thank you guys so much for tuning into another live stream. I see some of you guys starting to funnel in. Apologies in advance. They're doing some yard work right outside my window. I know they see these cars. I know they see these cars, and they just decide like they don't. Like nobody, girl, somebody is obviously home. We have cards right in front of us. But anyway, sorry if you guys hear that, but we're just going to ignore it. If anybody has never seen me before, hi, my name is Nadja, aka The VoodooChild. And this is an advice segment on my channel called Tribe Teas, where me and the tribe help you guys out with advice. You guys tell your story, all that jazz. Here's the tribe. What's up, y'all? What is up? Y'all said finally something interesting. I know Wednesdays, hump days are such a bore. That's why I like doing Tribe Teas on Wednesdays to get y'all excited. Shout out to all the mods. I see Carpathian in there. What's up, sis? I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, I have a few stories today. So I'm ready. What's up? What's up? You talking about child? They don't care, girl. I know they don't care. They about to just go ahead and mow along. Shout out to Ty. Thank you, Ty. Ty said they haven't seen me in a while. What's up? I know I've been low-key slacking a little bit on my YouTube game because y'all know I'm bipolar. I have my little depression spout, but now we're on an uptick, sweetie. We're on an uptick. We're feeling like a bad bitch again. So now we're back on the interwebs and more content is going to be coming. But thank you guys so much for sticking with me, even though I be getting moody. You know, I'm just a moody ass Gemini. It sucks sometimes. Not trying to, excuse my actions or anything. But thank you guys for accepting me for who I am, all the bad parts and everything. Shout out to Dee. Thank you so much, Dee, for the super chat. She said I'm ready to be in everybody's business. I know that's right. Let me put this music on because we gotta just vibe a little bit. Y'all, we have 5 different stories, and for any of my new people, the title story I save for the end. Sometimes I like to do a theme, so if maybe sometimes I'll do a relationship stream, sometimes I'll do a best friend stream, sometimes I'll do a roommate stream where I specifically read certain stories. But today we're just kind of all over the place. There's no specific theme today. It's just a general advice stream. We're just gonna be giving out some advice. So I'm just going to get right into it. I'm like super hyper, if y'all can't tell. I'm like kind of ready. I like went and ran some errands and stuff before this. So I'm like super freaking hyper. And I'm ready to get into the Tribe Teas. Again, if anybody doesn't know, if you want your story read on my channel, all you have to do is, where's the ticker at? All you have to do is go to email tribetea@shopvoodoochild.com. Okay, and shout out to Alyssa. Thank you so much, Alyssa, for the super chat. Alyssa says, hey, I hope you and the tribe are well. I started watching What We Do in the Shadows. Ooh, and I was in stitches. One character is named Nadja. Yeah, I know. My mom and my uncles, they watch that show, and they always tell me about like Guillermo and all that. I don't get it. I don't get the show. I want to get into it, but I know there is a vampire on there named Nadja, and I always see like all the merch and stuff. But I'm going to try to get into it since spooky season. I'm going to try to get into it. But thank you so much, Alyssa. Thank you so much. But yes, y'all should check that show out. Apparently, it's pretty good. I just haven't gotten into it. But yeah, if you guys want your stories on my channel, just go ahead and email it to here. And like I've been saying, speaking of spooky stories, if you guys have a spooky story, paranormal story, anything like that, please send it in. I'm going to be skipping all those stories up to the front for October. Only October. And I'm only accepting these submissions until October the 1st, 2021. So if you're watching this in future tense and that's not you, boo. Sorry. Shout out to Alexis. Hi, Alexis. Thank you so much for the donation. They said, glad you are doing better, love. Wednesdays always brighten my week. Yeah, I'm glad I'm feeling better as well. Thank you so much for the well wishes. And yes, Wednesdays are definitely the highlight. Even when I'm in my downslope, that's like my little thing that I look forward to is coming with y'all and socializing, because socializing is the best medicine when you're feeling, low. Having people around you, even if you're just sitting in the room with each other in silence, like just having somebody by you, or just like, I don't know, it helps. So thank you so much. I'm glad I could brighten your week also, because y'all be brightening my week. So thank you. Let me get into the first story. Okay? And it is just called When Being a Nice Person Doesn't Work. Now, y'all know me. I used to be like queen people pleaser. And being nice does pay off. Kindness, being kind does matter, bruh. It does. Do not let these people change your good traits. But I will say, not everyone is deserving of the best you in that sense, where it's like, because I even said last week, you got to put your foot down, especially as women. Sometimes we need to like really put our foot down with these pushy behind men, and just like, you know, and just growing up as women, we're always told like, you know, to be easygoing and stuff like that. So like saying no is hard for a lot of us, but I'm not trying to make a generalization here. I'm just saying, you know, for some of us it is pretty hard. But let's get into it. So, being a nice person doesn't work. Hey Naj, it's Portia. I wrote in before about a weird date. Well, we about to get in about another weird date. And I am back with another one. Like I said in the last email, I try not to let past interactions determine how I treat boys, but tonight was the last straw. Oh Lord. She said this is the boy that's about to make me asexual in this bit. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Adriana. Hey girl, how are you? She says, hey girl, hey, happy I made it. So ready for the tea. Shout out to the Geminis. Yeah, shout out to all the gems in the chat. Thank you so much, Adriana. I always appreciate you sliding through. Thank you. So back to this. She said, I'm going to shorten it down a lot, but I met this guy. On the way up to pregame, he lets me know that he took see, now we got to pause. We got to pause right here. Let's cut the music. She said, on the way up to pregame, he lets me know that he took, I'm going to call them a bar. If y'all are hip, you know what I'm talking about. Because I'm not going to say the name because we're a little too early in the stream. I don't want to get the stream flagged. I don't judge people. You know, whatever you put in your body is what you put in your body. That's you. But I don't know. I feel like when you get to a certain age and you, like, see people's party favor of choice, it makes you kind of question stuff. Because me personally, I was about to pull a K Michelle and tell them to get off my damn porch because this shit is vibrating in my lap. I'm gonna just put it over there so I'm not gonna look at it. But it's kind of like she didn't say her age in this, so I don't know how old she is. I don't know if she's like in college and like, because you know in college, yeah, people experiment, not, you know, but D so funny. D talk about, she said, this is my villain origin story. Thank you for the donation, sis. No, for real. Like, this is definitely, she said this is the last straw. But no, I'm just saying, like, as an adult and, like, I see what people's party favor of choice is, I take a mental note. Because if you're not getting prescribed something, or if you are getting prescribed something and I see you mixing it with, like, alcohol, like, I'm not about to tell you how to live your life, but I'm going to take note, like, okay, this person is a little unhinged, you know, they're out here, you know, I'm gonna, you know, like, just saying, if y'all don't know what a bar is, y'all can go and look it up. It is slang for something else. So, our good sis said, I'm usually not one to pass judgment, like, shoot, I'm a stripper. Damn, straight up. She's like, girl, I strip. I am a whole stripper, okay? She said, look, I'm not one to pass judgment, but doing bars on the first date of you going to meet somebody seems weird. Girl, my first thought wouldn't have been weird. My first thought would have been like, damn, this person is depressed. Like, this person got demons. Like, this person's going through something. Like, that's a downer. Like, whenever I peep people that got problems where it's a stimulant, it's very obvious. They be giving crackhead vibes, like. But these depressants after like the Lil Wayne era, I feel like after I was in high school with the whole Trinidad James, the stimulants came back in style, and then not even 5 years after that, the F word got mixed with the C word and the H word. And then all of a sudden, these rappers started rapping about lean, which is the H word. But we in the black community don't want to talk about how a lot of people got heroin problems, but be just sipping on syrup and don't want to. But anyway, Yeah, I've noticed it's just been like just downers, 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 and these kids is just depressed as hell, just depressed, depressed, depressed. I even knew somebody that we used to call them back in the day, and this is like so not PC. We used to call them bartards when somebody was just so fixated on that, and they would just be slumped in the couch, just drooling, couldn't do stuff. You had to have a good time. And the things with those, it's like you literally have to force yourself to stay awake in order to even feel any type of trip, because it's prescribed to you. Like, it's not supposed to be abused that way. So that's why I was like, look, you don't got to be judgy, you don't got to tell people what to do with their life, but definitely keep in mind what people's poison is, you know, their poison of choice, because it could tell you a lot about what somebody's going through, and how they might treat you in the friendship, relationship, whatever. Shout out to Alma. What's up, Alma? How are you doing, girly? Alma says, hey, Nadja and Tribe, happy hump day, girl. Can we send multiple stories in the same email for spooky season? You look really cute today. Thank you. If they're short, like if I'm talking like a paragraph short, like if they're short, then yes, you could send in multiple. But if you send in me 6 page, but if they're short to the point where like you can't even stretch it out into a story, I get it. Like, yeah, you can put in more than one. It's fine. But yeah, let me get back to that. But that's a good question because I did not clarify that. So, yep, just like I thought, bruh's depressed. She said he let me know that his brother had passed. And I confided in him about the passing of my father around the same time. I know people grieve in different ways. I have also never personally been around someone that's been on pills, so I wasn't even sure what to expect. Girl, it's a doozy. I'm not generalizing everybody, but the people that I know in my life, well, I don't know any personally. Like, my grandma has friends who are addicted to, it's crazy. It's all different age range of people with these pills. And, they'll steal from you. They will write on their calendar when you get your prescription filled so they can blow your phone up. Like, I'm hurting. Like, I'm in pain. That's the thing. I'm in pain. Like, bro, I'm telling you, like, it's a lot. It is a lot. And if you don't love them people, it's real easy to just be like, oh, I gotta go. But it's hard when you love people that have those problems because you love them, you know? Like, it's really hard. To sum it all up, I was embarrassed at the bar. Oh my God, he mixed the alcohol. To the point where people and the bartender were asking if this man was okay. Oh my God, he was probably like nodding off. I let him know, hey, I don't care what you do, but I will not be seeing you if you pop in these bars. Like, that's what we're not doing. And he just agreed to not do them. Girl, he's about to still do them. You think he about to just stop just because you gave him an ultimatum? He don't know you. Like, this is bad. This is sad. Who said that? Yes, Mia, I agree. This is sad. This is sad. So I'm like, okay, no biggie. He says he's done. I put my foot down to let him know I'm not comfortable with having to take care of a 6'3", 250+ pound boy when I am barely 5 feet myself. So we go out the next night and it repeats, but he is super drunk this time. Oh my God, this should have been the title story. This is horrible. This is horrible. By now, I should have noticed the pattern, but again, I'm being a good person. I'm making sure he gets home safely and isn't wandering the city alone at night. So that would have been my last straw. Like, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you because I can't help it. I'm just a kind person. I have I'll say programmed or reparented, whatever you want to call it, myself to not be a people pleaser, but I still have that good quality of myself where it's like, I'm not about to leave you out here shitty, you know? So I'm not going to fault you for going on the second or the first date, staying on the first date. But once that second date would have happened, that's when my ass would have had to go. Because it's like, you obviously have a substance problem. Your family needs to get you help. Like, at the most, to be completely nice, and that's why I said, I'm big to be real with you. This is what I would have done. I probably would have hit up his people and been like, yo, he needs help. Like, he needs rehabilitation. Like, he's grieving with drugs. And unfortunately, when people grieve with drugs, they don't realize how your brain associates that good feeling, and when it can't get that, Like, it's literally, they don't see that they're getting into the circle of addiction. And it's really sad, you know? But I would have had to been out that second time. I know some of y'all in the chat would have been out that first time. But I'm going to be real. It's just how I am. I would have probably got his ass home too. But the second time, you know, been like, okay, come sobered up. You know, I get it. We're both grieving. But then when I would have saw that, that would have been it for me. That would have been it for me. But our good sis went back for thirds. She went back for thirds. She said tonight was the last straw. He asked to come over, and I was thinking there is no way he's gonna be messed up at all after 2 nights in a row of having issues because he's not sober. Wrong. I go get him and automatically tell that he has done something. He can't even walk in a straight line. How is this man transporting himself? Like, this is just irresponsible on, like, so many levels. So I'm like, bro, get your stuff together. I'm over it, and I'm not a babysitter. So he's trying to argue with me, but I kick him out of my car a couple times. But ultimately, I go back because I feel bad of me leaving him there, having to hold on to the wall, resorting in something bad happening to him. Girl, I would have politely dropped him off at a hospital. Because, sir, I would have either had to drop him off at a hospital. You want to get buck with me? You want to get belligerent? Because that's something a lot of people don't talk about with them bars. Like I said earlier, you have to fight through the sleep in order to feel anything. And usually they be raging. Usually people that do stuff like that and they don't get their way, they get into whole freaking fights, wake up in jail type shit and don't remember how they got there. So hospital or jail. Would have had to drop him off because this is a grown man. You said he's 6'3", 250 pounds. A part of me, I'm not gonna lie, at first I was like, girl, just drop him off and leave him. But no. We come together, we leave together, even if you were born a male, like it just is what it is. And he was so intoxicated, and I get what you mean, like that guilt if something did happen to him. But I would have dropped him off at the hospital or the police station because he too big. And Tress says he was fine before you, he'll be fine without you. You are not his rehab center and he on drugs. Never. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know what this man about to do. You are not a transporter. You are not a rehab tech. Like, what? I mean, getting him home took all of 1 to 2 hours between arguing with him to getting back in the car, kicking him out, getting gas. Like, it was a lot, and it triggered a lot in me. Once I finally made sure he made it in his apartment safe, he ended the night asking me if I wanted to hook up. I would have been like, sir, I just tucked you in like a child. I only hook up with men. We're not about to play this damn game. Like, you are doing the most. And then this is low-key like assault if me and you do something. You are so inebriated. Like, what? Sir. So I curse him out, rightfully. And he told me that I would never find a man because I deal with boys. Sir, you are a boy. You are a boy. You are a little ass boy, like no grown ass man. You are in a grown man avatar. Like, you are a little ass boy. Like, what? What? He did not say, he said that with his whole mumbling chest. She said, no, the reason I'm never going to find a man is because I'm letting people like you block me from my blessings. I know that's right. Then I told him he needs rehab. Period. The 3 nights this happened were all weekdays. Oh my God. So he getting fucked up like this on a Tuesday, on a Monday. Oh, wow. Anyways, any advice on what I should do? Should I leave him alone and let him figure it out? Yes. What? Should I try getting him help? I just don't want to feel guilty because I would want someone to help me if I was in that situation. Also, how do I not let this fog my dating life? I've been pretty good about not making people pay for my past interactions, But this one is already getting to me. I just don't know what to do since this just happened. Thank you for reading this. Here is a picture of the both of us. Okay, let's get into this because I need to know. Okay, for one, yes, heels. Yes, hair. Like, girl, your skin, everything. Mainly these heels, though. Yes, like, you was stunting in these hoes, right? And then here's him. Girl, why? I don't know what you are ethnically, but it's given. But he's cute. He's cute. He's cute as fuck. He is cute. He's cute. He cute, girl. He's cute. He's cute. I see why you're like, damn. But it's only been 3 days. It's only been 3 days. But he is cute. He is cute. Girl, he is cute. I don't know what you are ethnically, but I'm pretty sure he's a white boy. But he is really cute. He looks like American Psycho. Like he got that freaking... that was a bad example. I said he looked like American Psycho. That was dumb. I'm saying he's giving that vibe. Like that. That's how I can explain it, like that. But he takes his pictures like this. So I don't know. But the hair, yes, he has a nice timepiece on. Yeah, it's giving me he's in his flop season. That's what it's giving, and he needs to go to rehab. Cause in this picture he looks healthy. Ooh, I don't know, girl. His eyes are kind of droopy, but his skin, like his bone structure, he's giving Calvin Klein. Like, yes. But girl, you are a little baddie too. Like those, I can't get over those shoes. Okay, let me get to the advice, because now I'm picturing both of them at a bar, and it's like you just got this big fine ass model just barred out. This dude is so fine, and he like, damn, this is sad. It's like Prince Charming. Imagine Prince Charming from Cinderella with like a windbreaker and like his daddy timepiece on with like a little I'm laughing, but it's serious. Like, it's serious. He needs help. Like, I know I'm laughing, but it's serious. Look. Yeah, no, his eyes is kind of low. His eyes are kind of droopy in that picture. And he's taking this picture in like a public restroom. He down bad. But let me answer your questions. And then I'm going to put y'all on the screen. Look, y'all better trust me. Who said that in the chat? KK, yes. Said this is the first time I be gassing one of the boys. Look, like I usually don't. I am very, very picky about my men. I don't know why. A lot of bi girls are like that, bro. Like any woman, mwah, chef's kiss. But these men, you gotta. But he looks clean. Like he looks well manicured. Like his fingernails cut. Like I be looking at weird shit like that. I'm like, oh my god, he looks like he washes his ass. That's a nice looking man right there. Oh my god. Yeah, he's cute as fuck. That's why I get why you need advice. So you said, should I leave him alone and let him figure it out? Honestly, I would stop being that person that goes to the toxic environments with him, i.e. going to bars, going to all that stuff. You don't even really know him like that. You only went on 3 dates. If you feel something, girl, you could be his friend, but by being his friend, you cannot be an enabler, right? You said, should I try getting him help? If he don't want help, he's not going to take help. Okay? You said you don't want to feel guilty because I want someone to help me. You need to get to know him a little bit more, because for all you know, his parents, mommy and daddy, might have kicked him out and was like, bro, there is nothing we could do for you. Like, so if his parents already drew their bottom line, you don't want to add in more resources to him, because a bottom line is a bottom line. The bottom line is supposed to make his ass realize, okay, this isn't the life I want to live. But if you come along thinking you're helping, you're actually hurting, it can get weird. You said, how do I not let this fog my dating life? Don't put all your eggs in this basket. I know he is fine. I know he fine, girl. And he down with the girls. And he down with the girls. He like dark skin beauty. Because you are glowing, bit. And I just can't get over your shoes. Like, but yeah, he down with the girls, so I get it. He's attractive as fuck. He's tall. He got his own spot. He down with the sisters and all that shit. But I don't know, bro. We not trying to have no struggle relationships, girl. We not trying to have no struggle relationships. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I would not get in no relationship with this man. But I would definitely not put all your eggs in this one basket just because he's giving you attention. He fine as fuck and all this stuff. Like, I would definitely date other people. Like, date other people. Be friendly with him. But that's not your man. That's not your family. You don't know his story. You don't know. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, girl. Let me see what y'all got to say in the chat. This is how I am says, I don't care how cute he is. It is not worth all this BS. That's what I'm saying. It's really not worth it, girl. There's so many other men that will be interested in you that won't be barred out at the bar. Like, Mio says, writer, oh, hold on. You said, I love that. Well, that's good for you, child. Unrated Ebony said, be responsible, demonstrate accountability around him, and hopefully he'll catch on. But if he don't wait for him. Just dip, girl. Jay says if he looks put together in them photos, he must have been in really deep in grief and he's unraveling. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, bro, try to get him some help. But if his family, like, learn more about him, because if his family already tried and, you said, does he have a twin? I don't know. Honestly, date around, right? Does he have a twin? Y'all really want to know if he got a twin. Bernice says y'all can be friends, but he needs to heal from the loss of his brother. Exactly. Unrated Ebony says hopefully he will learn by following what people he's close to would do. Be a good friend with firm boundaries. Very firm. I'm glad you didn't sleep with him. I'm so glad, because not only was he inebriated, but like it would have been a really weird power dynamic if you were to try to help him, Jamila says I would friend zone him. He's not a suitable partner at all. No, ma'am, he's not. Oh, Dan says he got depression and that's why. Yeah, well, if your doctor prescribes him, it could help you. So, yeah. Alma says maybe suggest grief counseling. Oh, that's very smart. Maybe you guys can go to, like, group meetings together for people who have recently lost loved ones. And, like, that's a good way to, show him, like, yeah, I care about you as a person, but I no longer want you to fill the role of partner for me, Because I'm going to just say it straight up, sis, you're too good for him. Yes, he's fine. Yes, he's tall. But you're too good for him. You are out of his league. And I just keep clicking on this picture of you over and over because I cannot get over this look. Like, I am just in love with your shoes and your hair and your outfit and everything. You're just too good for him. You are too much of a catch. Let me see. Tiffany says, right, there are other Calvin Klein models for you. Right. Not them asking if Daniel nearby. Daniel's cool. If I show Daniel this picture, he'll be like, okay, I can admit this is a handsome young man. Oh my gosh. Carpathia says you could bring him some pamphlets about grief and addiction. Girl, it sounds like a good idea, but he'll probably throw that shit right in her face. Like, you kind of have to sneak it in with people like that because, again, it's their choice at the end of the day. And if they feel like you're forcing them to do it, they're going to push back. They're going to push back. Yes, Adriana, she is definitely popping. She is popping. She's popping. She's popping. He, on the other hand, is like abnormally handsome. That's why it's dangerous. Like, you need to stay away from this brat's boy looking ass man. You need to get away from him because this is dangerous. Like, You said I never want to see the pictures. It's bad. I am nosy. No, I'm not about to show them. I'm about to show y'all the pictures. Innovative says, maybe date outside your comfort zone. A man with a good job and doesn't do drugs or drink. In her defense, she didn't know that bro was going to be on that type of time until he pulled up. But be careful with the whole dating outside of your comfort zone advice, because I took that advice when I was younger and ended up in a 3-year freaking mess because I thought opposites attract and all that BS. Like, keep your standards. Know what you want in a person. Make, you know, I get dating outside your comfort zone. Maybe you usually date office managers, and now you want to date I don't know, somebody in tech, you know, like that's going out of a comfort zone. But if you usually dating office managers, don't be like, oh, you know what? I'm about to just go and date Devin at the, I don't know, at the trap, bitch. I don't know, like, just say it. Yes, to talk about he look like handsome Squidward. No, for real, like he look like fucking handsome Squidward. You said, is he a Dylan or a Cameron from Bratz? He's giving Ethan, actually. Am I right? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, he's giving Ethan. He's giving Ethan. Not vampire hair Ethan. If y'all are real Bratz girls, not vampire hair Ethan. He's giving like traditional Ethan, like Simon Cowell black shirt working at the smoothie hut. This is so cringy. This is so cringy. This is so cringy. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, I like that. Step outside your comfort zone with someone you are comfortable with. Yes. That's a good one. I like that one. Damn, my little thing stay logging me out at around this time. But I had to go look up to make sure what Bratz style that was, because it wasn't Cameron. Yes, the smoothie bar guy. Him. The one that played the smoothie bar guy. Okay, I think this is... Okay, bet. I almost lost the second one, but I got it. Yeah, I don't know how we got to the Bratz, but we were here. Bratz. No, not H3 Ethan. Like, there are more Ethans in the world than people on YouTube, y'all. I'm talking about Bratz Ethan. But, yeah, girl, you are so kind. You're also very beautiful. You got style. And he's cute and all, too, but that baggage is a little too much. Because, please, remember, you're grieving, too. You lost somebody also. You know, and you're not out here getting barred out, doing all this stuff. Like, people handle stuff differently. I really like the advice of doing the therapy or like the group sessions. I would invite him to like a group and say you'll go with him, you know, because you don't want to be enabling him. It'll also let you get to know him a little bit better. So, you know, like, does his family have boundaries set? Like, is he out here by himself? Does he have a support system? But the dating thing is dead, because if you really care about his well-being, it's gonna look like a manipulation if you come down later down the line talking about, oh yeah, I wanna because imagine if the genders were reversed and you were grieving, popping bars, all this stuff at the bar, and then he, you know, scoops up Captain Save-a-Boo, and now you're sober, you're better, and he's just like, so you better, you wanna do what we gonna like, you'd be like, damn, well, were you ever really trying to help, you know? So yeah, it's dead. And honestly, I'm pretty sure you are not even attracted to him in that way, because I know you could be fine as hell. We've talked about this multiple times. You could be fine as hell, but as soon as you do something, you immediately just get unattractive. So I'm sure you're already like checked out in that sense. So, but what do y'all think? Let them know in the comments below. Have you ever been in a similar situation where you met somebody and you just felt bad for them, and you knew that you weren't going to pursue them romantically, but you still felt that you wanted to do something? Captain Save-a-Boo tease. Let me know in the comments below. I'd be really interested to hear you guys' stories, because man, it's interesting. It's really interesting, because sometimes when y'all be telling me these stories, I'm like, bruh, this man probably dusty, ugly, and like we just be so blinded as women. But no, this one, I feel your pain. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Kaylin. Thank you so much, Kaylin. Kaylin says, hey Nadja, glad to see you. Hey girl, how are you? Thank you so much for the donation. V said, what story are you on? We're on our second one. We're on the second story. We got like 3 more to go. So this one is pretty short. Okay, so I'm just going to get right into it. And it's just called I Need Advice. So, hey Nadja, please keep me anonymous. Will do. I need some family advice. I recently moved in to be with my older sister. Living with my mom was very toxic, so the change was very much needed. I spoke with my sister about the move, and she was okay with it because she was pregnant and she needed some help. So when I finally got there, things were okay. I found a job and I started paying rent and helping with the kids as much as I could. Damn, so she already got other kids too. Okay. I also want to add that I work the night shift and need sleep, but my sister is not being considerate to that. I've expressed to her numerous times that the noise keeps me up and I barely get any sleep for work. Let me add that I start work at 1 a.m. I try to go to bed by 5 p.m. the latest, but that still doesn't help much because when she comes home, it's so freaking noisy. Recently, she had some people over and was making a bunch of noise, and she had people over. Like, look, okay, I'm gonna pause because I get that it's her home, but if the arrangement is so that you could take care of the kids, doesn't that mean like during the day before 5 p.m., like whenever you're watching the children, and then at around 5 p.m. is like when you go to sleep? So why would she bring people in the house? Like, I get it's her home, but it's like, why make it difficult? Like, I don't know. Especially if you're getting something out of it. So she brought all them people over, and I asked her, do you even care that I have to sleep for work at all? And her response to that was, if living here is such an issue, then I can move. My thing is, if I'm paying rent, what is so wrong with me asking her that question or to lower the noise down? That's true. This is something she does all the time, which has become annoying. Every time I mention to her that she makes noise every night, her first thing to say is, I can leave. I'm planning on leaving, which I am not going to tell her till the time comes closer, but leaving her with the kids is my only concern. I'm not saying she's a bad mother, however, she does things I don't approve of. My question is, do you think I'm wrong for asking her to keep the noise level down when I have to sleep? No, I don't think you're wrong. And I'm about to give you some advice as well. So, she said that you can move, right? And every time I tell her there's a noise complaint, every time I make a noise complaint, she says that I could leave. And I'm going to leave and not tell her. My thing is, have you ever told her, like, when she's like, well, you could leave, have you ever been like, well, who's going to watch the kids? And, like, hear her response? Regardless of what her response is, and this is something I had to learn the hard way, people were doing them before you even came along. Like, people were doing them before you came along. Somebody was watching them kids before you came along. Somebody was paying that other half of the rent that you were paying before you came along. I wouldn't even have used I feel like your mistake was using your sister as a permanent solution to your mom when you should have been using your sister as a bridge to your own independence that whole time. I feel like you're seeing it now, like, yeah, this was a mistake, like, I can't be here. I would let her know you're leaving, though. I would let her know so that she can make arrangements for the children, for her job and stuff, to right back to how she had it, whether that's daycare, whatever. And then just go on about your life. Like, that way you could at least keep a relationship with your sister. And I mean, I'm sure she wouldn't mind you coming over there to see the kids if you're that concerned. But unfortunately, like I said before, she was parenting those kids before you got there. And that's the crappy thing about being an aunt or an uncle, is like, those are your babies, but they're not your babies. And like, you can't really control things that are going on when you're not there, you know? But here, I'm gonna put the chat on the screen, see what you guys have to say about this. But yeah, I would definitely, it wasn't I don't think you were in the wrong for complaining about the noise. I mean, that's how you get the money to contribute to the household. They're being inconsiderate. It is what it is. Why throw a party somewhere? Like, I don't know. It just makes no sense on her part. Like, yeah, that's your spot, but why would you want the babysitter of your kids to be beyond exhausted? Like, it makes no sense. Mio says, since you are paying rent, there should be some mutual respect. However, since it's her house, there's no rental office you can't go to complain to. It's best to stack up and leave. No, seriously. And then you guys most likely didn't even sign the lease together. Did you get added onto the lease, or are you paying her out of pocket? And you know, this whole time that you've been there, she's probably been putting money away, because that money she would have been using for rent, you've been paying. So probably some daycare money up in there, girl. I don't know. But like Ronnie says, those are not your kids. Do not let your sister guilt trip you. I know you love your nieces and nephews, but you don't have to live there to check on them. You get what I'm saying? And I left this out because I wanted to keep her anonymous, but she moved like from state to state. Like, she moved a distance from her people. So I get that it's scary because you're all on your own. Don't move that far. Like, keep it cute. Try not to argue too much. That's your sister still, you know, like, try to keep it cute. But you need your own space. Your sister should have always been a bridge, never a permanent solution, because you don't want to overstay your welcome. It seems like she's overstaying your welcome for real by using the fact that you taking care of her kids, throwing little house parties and shit. No, ma'am. It's time to get back to business, back to mommy duties, because no. But let me know, y'all, if any of you guys have ever been in her situation. Let me know in the comments below. Give her some advice. Yeah. It's a mess. I'm trying to find this other one. It's called It's a No for Me. Hold on. Can I find it? Damn, did I really lose it? It was called... Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm about to say, I really wanted to read that one because it was like kind of special in a weird way. So, I'm not gonna read too much of the first part, but I am gonna catch you up on like what's going on. So, let me cut the music. So, y'all know I get emails sometimes from people that I don't want to say they unload on me, because I don't want you guys to think that like I am accepting of that behavior of trauma dumping, because I am not. But every once in a while, somebody reaches out to me, and I know I can't read it on YouTube, and I know that like it's triggering. So like I don't read it on YouTube, but I do respond to them privately when it's not inappropriate. Like, there has to be mutual boundaries, mutual respect. Like, I'm still a person. I know that people are writing in blindly, and sometimes it feels like a diary. Sometimes it feels like it's just going off into the internet nether world. But no, it's coming here to my computer, and I have to read it when I'm in bed feeling shitty like a normal human being, you know? Like, and then I read some shit that like... You know, I can't even read on YouTube. You just doing this to like mess with... I don't know. But anyway, this person emailed me, and they had they emailed me first asking me advice about this boy. Okay. Then they responded telling me about how they had gotten knocked up by this toxic ass boy. Then they were telling me how they could not tell their parents. And I just was behind the scenes just trying to assure this person, like, look, your parents are going to want to know, because I had a parallel going on in my family where somebody was hiding a pregnancy, and like, yeah, it was a lot. Like, it was a lot. And this is this person. And they just sent me this along with their advice, and they were like, I just want you to know that I'm 6 months now, and I told my mom, and I'm glad that I took your advice, because my mom was very supportive, and that my story times and the other tribe members' stories have helped her to make better decisions and to learn her worth, and she truly thanks us, me and the tribe, for that. And she said she'll be sending me some baby pictures, so that's really cool. But I just wanted to let y'all know that your stories do make a difference. Like, I know sometimes it feels like we just be on here kikiing and stuff, but when I say, like, if you've been through it, write it in the comments. This is why. And now I'm over here about to get fucking teary-eyed. Like, this is why, because even though we be kikiing like, oh my God, I'm so tired of these freaking high school freaking stories. I'm so tired of these high school ass stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, teenagers do watch my streams, and they do want to learn from our mistakes. Like, and I think people forget that 18 and 19-year-olds are still freaking teenagers. Like, they need our experiences to help them out, because sometimes they parents don't want to speak the real with them, or maybe they got shitty ass friends like that won't tell them what's really up. So yeah, bro, it's just really cool. I just wanted to let you guys know that little backstory, because yeah. But this doesn't have anything to do with her pregnancy or anything. She just wanted some advice, and it's titled "It's a No for Me." So she says, this story, I need your advice, and I feel like it's a problem that others may have as well. So I have a best friend that I had previously wrote in about. She is the one who faked her pregnancy before, okay. Y'all remember who she is? I did read one of her stories, but I didn't do a follow-up when she started telling me about, like, you know, her pregnancy and everything. But she sent in the story about her house burning down. I don't know if any of y'all remember that, but this is the same person. But she had a friend who faked a pregnancy, all right, before her house had burned down. But anyway, she says, I am Christian per se, but I don't really like the label or the reputation that Christians get. So I personally just say I believe in God and Jesus. My friend recently started getting into spirituality, which I do not mind. Anyone is allowed to believe in what they want to. That is not the problem. I'm calling what she believes in spirituality, but it's really just a bunch of religions and stuff blended together. It's hard to explain, but I'll try. I'm going to pause right here. I usually don't like talking about religion and stuff like that, because whenever I do, I feel like I always fuck something up and end up offending somebody. So I usually try not to. And then before 2020, I did not talk about politics at all, but the world happened. Spirituality technically is a mesh of a whole bunch of religions, because it's based off of someone's interpretation, off of one person's interpretation, you know? So like, being spiritual is different to each person, you know? So it's kind of just is what it is. Like, some people call themselves spiritual and claim the same thing you do. Like me, for example, I consider myself spiritual and I believe in God and Jesus. Like, so you never know what, like, you know, and some can say, well, you saying you believe in God is a mixture of other religions, you know? So it's, you know, it's different for everybody, but I can see how you say it's confusing. So she says she's going to explain what her friend believes in. She says that my friend says that she talks to spirit guides, but the ones she talks to are bad. I asked her to clarify who the spirit guides are, and her response was, well, I just call them spirit guides because I don't know what else to call them, but they are voices that I hear. I'm gonna just say it. That's what I'm saying, Yanni. Yanni talking about those are demons, love. Those are demons. Look, she says she be hearing voices and they're bad voices. Wouldn't that be like, not diagnosing anybody, but you know, a lot of people in the little spiritual communities, little baby witches and all this stuff, or the neo-spiritual, I should say, low-key be exhibiting some forms of psychosis and schizophrenia. And we have been in the house for a while. Again, not diagnosing anybody, but you said you hear voices and they're only bad. Wow. Okay. Hashtag speaking from the heart. What the fuck? Girl, you said, I've asked her questions about what her beliefs, and every answer has been, I don't know. She says she uses crystals to open her chakra and talk to the spirit guides. She also started, my thing is, okay, so when you're dealing with a spirit, as somebody who just uses the umbrella term of spiritual, what I like to do is just ask them if they believe in God, because it gives you like a basis of like, okay, who are they praying to? There are people who consider themselves spiritual and are atheists, i.e. like Buddhists and Confucianists and stuff like that. So that's what I usually do. I don't try to make people like break down their whole, I'll just be like, well, do you believe in God? How many? If you believe in multiple God, like, like just to get a basis so you're not being offensive, I guess. But the fact that all you hear are bad thoughts, you be saying, what did you say? Your ancestors or your spirit guides, excuse me, not your ancestors, your spirit guides. You don't know who you're talking to, but they're always saying bad things to you. You don't know what you're believing in. So I guess maybe she's like agnostic. That's what I'm saying. Like, usually you just need to ask, like, bro, do you believe in one God? Do you believe in no God? Because so then you can make it a little bit easier in your, But she says she used crystals to open her chakras and talks to spirit guides. She also started tarot cards and mixing that in. See, that's why y'all need to be careful who y'all getting y'all readings from. Y'all people be lost, hopeless, no drive, no guardians, no guidance. I mean, not guardian, no guidance. Trying to show somebody where they life going. Trying to read and feed off of somebody else's energy to give back to Mr. Shadow Man over here because you don't even know who he is. Like, what the hell? So she started doing tarot cards and stuff. She admits that she doesn't really know what it is that she believes in. Girl, I think she's just believing in the trend, honestly, right now. Like, I feel like she's agnostic. She doesn't really know what's going on. And she's just trying to go with the whole neo-spiritual wave because she don't sound like she knows what's going on. It sounds like she just likes having I saw somebody say this quote where they were like, is she really spiritual or is she just light skinned with butterfly locks and an evil eye emoji in her bio? Like, and I was like, damn. Is she really spiritual? Or does she just keep seeing numbers and hearing voices? Help. D, thank you so much for the donation. D says demons can speak to you and claim to be spirit guides. That's exactly what I've been saying when we were talking about this in other streams. I even talked about it on my podcast, how a lot of people think that they are tapping into their spirituality when in reality they are being deceived and conned by spirits, because demons, I should say, because a lot of these things that are trending right now are closed practices. I have another video, it went viral during the pandemic, about a woman who decided she wanted to partake in closed practices. And what a lot of people don't like to talk about, if we want to get on witchcraft and go back to Salem, there was only one freaking proven witch. The rest of them girls were just killing each other. So I'm tired of people talking about, oh, I'm a direct descendant of Salem. Okay, I'm sorry, you are a direct descendant of a victim of horrible abuse, but you are not a witch. Tituba was the only... So that's why people like, I be talking to my ancestors. Who do you be talking to? Because it's one thing, like with a lot of normalized religions, or I should say mainstream organized religions, you have people to talk to. You pray to certain saints. You pray to certain angels. You pray, so when you have no direction, like, who are you praying to, my guy? Like, what is going on here? So she said, again, you can believe in what you want, but what's getting me is it feels like she tries to force me to be around it and believes what she believes. So now okay, I get what you're saying. That's not okay. That's not okay. I get what you're saying with that. She constantly asks for me to pray with her and her crystals. Who does she be praying to? Is she praying for the crystal? Like, who are you praying to, girl? So she does pray. Okay. Or she will ask to do a tarot reading on me, and I respectfully told her no because she doesn't know what she's doing. Recently, she brought her cards and crystals in my house, and I told her to go and put it in her car. I have repeatedly told her that I don't want to participate. Do what you want, just don't include me. I feel personally that she's not respecting my boundaries. Maybe it's just me, I'm not sure, but I definitely need your advice. No, because all jokes aside, like, you could get your little butterfly locks, you could wear your little waist beads, and you can get your little gold nose cuff, and put little gems and stuff on your face. Like, it doesn't, like, that's fine. Like all jokes aside, like, if you wanted to do that as like an aesthetic or like a style or whatever, that's cool. But when you're really trying to, like, you're making it on the wave of like your belief system, you know, and it is a little too much when you're trying to convert people into your way of thinking, especially when you don't even know what the hell you're thinking. Because imagine if the roles were reversed and you were over here calling her a devil worshiper, forcing her to go to your church, get baptized, go talk to your pastor. Like, you know, if the roles were reversed. So yeah, I do agree that, oh yeah, and the headwear too. I forgot about that. So don't feel weird. She's definitely pushing a boundary. And I would let her know straight up, like, look, I like you, like, I like being friends with you, and it's okay if we have different belief systems, but I'm not trying to be converted into doing whatever you're doing. I'm happy with this over here. Like, that's just, I don't know. It's just so weird because usually people will have like a little spiel for what they're doing, at least who they're praying to or what. Like, I've even met some people who do the whole, who, you know, have crystals and stuff like that and tell me they're straight up atheists. And I was like, well, then what does that mean? And they're like, well, I think that, like, these are some people now. I'm not saying everybody is like this, but I met a handful that are atheists that say that they manifest by acknowledging that they are gods, you know? In my brain, however, I see you as being made in God's image, so I could see how you would say, like, well, if I'm made in God's image, X, Y, Z. But some people take it to the extent of Kanye, I am a god. And I'm like, okay, okay, little god, little goddess, go ahead, go off, sis, go off in the Matrix, do it. I don't know. Thank you, D. Thank you so much for the donation again. And she says set boundaries. She can respect it or F off. No, seriously. Because even if she was a part of an organized religion and not something like this neo-spiritual movement, like, still, it's a little much. You don't want to be pushing your beliefs on people. Like, come on now. Kiki says she needs to figure herself out and be careful who she communicates with. No, that's really dangerous. So said, my dad be treading that Kanye line. Look, I'm telling you, I've met some of them little manifestation girls, the 444s, butterfly lock, nose cuff-esque type of girls, and some of them have expressed to me that they are actually atheists, and it makes sense, like, when they broke it down. But that's the thing. If it don't make sense to you, like, how are you supposed, like, I don't know. It could at least make sense to you, girl. Like, Jay said, in my opinion, she is 1, hearing demons, 2, auditory hallucinations, or 3, she's confused as hell and is projecting all the stuff she's consumed from the internet. I think it's the internet, because the fact she's praying over her, girl, I charge these up and I use it for work. Like, you charge them. You're not praying, like, I pray. I'm not praying over the rock. Like, come on now. Oh my God. Jesus. Y'all are funny. Y'all are going ham in this chat. But look, y'all can believe in what y'all want to believe in as long as you're not hurting anybody else. And as long as you're respecting what other people believe in as well. You know, like, that's the beauty of being you, is that you're different, you know? Randomly Bernice says people really need to be careful with what they're messing with, especially if they are practicing independently. That's what I'm saying. Like, how is she not scared going to bed by herself? I'll be terrified. Carpathian says, you have a portal in your womb. Be careful what you bring forth from the spiritual world. No, like, from the bare minimum, like, God is a woman, low-key. Like, you are a powerful sister. You need to wake up. Wake up. Oh, my gosh. But, Jesus, Jermaine Christ, y'all need to stop it. Jesus. Oh my goodness. But y'all, be kind to each other. Let people believe what they want to believe as long as they're not hurting you or committing any crimes, you know, like let people be who they want to be. That's the best part of being an individual, is that no one is exactly like you. So just respect differences. That does not include racism, sexism, homophobia. That does not include that. Okay? No. No, ma'am. We're going to move on to this next story. These are my favorite type of stories. Okay? These are my favorite type of stories. Oh, by the way, leave some advice in the comments for her as well. If any of you guys ever had a friend that was constantly trying to like push a religion on them. I had somebody that was constantly trying to push Jehovah's Witness on me. And I'm like, girl, I'm a Gemini. I like celebrating my birthday too much. I'm sorry. I can't. I believe in Jesus. I believe Jesus was a person. I believe in God. But I need a birthday. I need that. I need that for me, damn. I just need that, girl. Shout out to the Jehovah's Witness. So, this is my favorite type of story. It's called Tribe T, Was I Overreacting? I love when people ask questions like that. Like, was I overreacting? Was I tripping? Probably. Probably, girl. Probably. Let's get into it. So, hey, Nadja, you can call me Brandy. I have been a fan since your first time on the acid story. Ooh, girl, that got me my first ever strike on YouTube. I had to take that shit down. I would love to retell that story because that was such a pivotal point in my life when I realized, like, how toxic certain people were, you know? And, like, I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot. If you remember that story time, you're a real OG, but YouTube definitely made me delete it. I don't know. I'll probably retell it sometime later in life or maybe like on a podcast or something. But YouTube told me straight up, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. But thank you so much. That was like one of my first major story times that like I sat down and just like blurted it all out. So thank you so much for sticking with me. They said, I never participate in the chat because I always miss the lives, but I should probably start. Well, if you're watching this, hey. I'm 21 and I am a Capricorn sun, Leo moon, and Leo rising. Ooh, girl, so you just Leo as hell. You got a Cap mask, but you're just a whole Leo out here. Shout out to all the Capricorns and the Leos in the chat. Shout out to y'all. There's another girl named Leslie in the story, and she's also a Capricorn sun like me. But she is a Sag moon and Leo rising. So you guys are pretty much the same, except you are emotionally on different wavelengths. So yeah. Shout out to Caitlin. Thank you so much, Caitlin. I appreciate you. She says, girl, I've been watching you since I was 11. Oh my God. And now I'm about to be 17. I love you so much. Oh my gosh. 11, girl. What was you watching that I was doing? Like, what was I doing? Like, what at 11 you were like, you know what? I'm gonna click on that. Like, what was I doing, girl? Like, what was I doing? Was I doing story times? I hope oh my God. I hope you found me like when you were like, you know what? I'm 11 and I think I'm gonna get my septum pierced. So I'm just gonna look at this girl. Like, that's what I'm just gonna hope, girl. Because what were you watching? Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. That's crazy. You talking about you was watching me during recess, child. Oh my God. Help. So, anyway, I need advice on whether I was overreacting to the situation. So I met a group of friends, including Leslie, my freshman year in college, and we all started experimenting with El Drugas out of curiosity. So basically like tabs, X, the devil's lettuce, the CK. Apparently CK means something else on the West Coast. My bad, y'all. I didn't know that. I told Daniel when he came home, he's like, yeah, that, no ma'am. Anyway, and other things. She says, I'm that stereotypical girl that grew up sheltered and went crazy when I went to college. So when we first met, it was like an immediate connection, and I really thought this girl was part of my soul family. I thought that she felt the same about me. I would put so much effort in our friendship, like letting her borrow money for rent. letting her borrow money for rent and shows when she didn't have it at the moment. Pause. If I need to spot you on rent, bitch, I better not even catch you at the fucking tailgate. You need to be getting your stuff together, Miss Mamas. I'm not about to pay. If I got to help you pay for rent, I'm not about to help you pay to go to a show. You need to get your stuff together, Miss Mamas. No. No, ma'am. She did say, though, that the girl always paid her back. But still, like, if that's your norm of robbing Peter to pay Paul, irresponsible. So, I offered to buy her tickets to raves when she didn't have money to spend so we could just experience stuff together. I would always do small gestures so she knew that she was loved because I knew she was going through a hard time with her anxiety and family problems. Ooh, excuse me. So, the small gestures would be like paying attention to her interests. For example, I bought her a crystal because she was also becoming interested in spirituality like me. I told y'all, bro, like, it's different when you want to, buy a little crystal for your room, get some butterfly locks, get you a little nose cuff. Like, I get it. I'm not trying to shame you for wanting to keep up with the trends, but girl, that was funny. I was not expecting that. Thank you, Tanisha. Please like the live, y'all. Like the live. If y'all liking me, like the live. Shout out to AB. Thank you so much for the donation. They said you are glowing and you look amazing. Just wanted to say I appreciate you spending your Wednesdays with us. I always look forward to your lives. Well, thank you so much for dropping by and thank you for the donation. I appreciate it so much. Y'all are great today. Thank y'all so much, for real. Y'all are still gagging at the fact that my good sis was 11. Look. Oh my gosh. So, let's get to the grits of this story, okay? So, this is where the story starts. A group of friends, including Leslie and I, went to a rave in San Francisco of February 2020. Boy, did y'all cut it close. Y'all probably had the last little bit of fun right before everything shut down. Like, I remember right before the shutdown, I went to a Wild 'N Out concert, and Nick Cannon was up there trying to convince people like he wasn't sexually interested in men. It was very weird. Y'all can go and watch the story time. I think I still got a story time. I don't know. I think I deleted it. Probably. I don't know. But yeah, let me know in the comments, where were you like right before March 2020? Like right before it hit. Right before. Like, what were you doing? Where were you? So, they rented the room for 2 days. We took 2 cars. I drove mine and another friend's. I drove mine. How you drove both of the cars? You said you drove yours and another friend's. Okay, so I'm guessing you drove your car and then another person drove. Okay. She was the one who invited me to go to the rave and was the only person I was close to, so I was excited to spend time with her because I enjoy her company. But meanwhile, we were in the room with the people. She spent the whole time laying up with her F-buddy, who she had to beg a relationship for. So when she called my name for the first time the entire night, I was happy because in my head, I was like, OMG, yay, you called me over to talk and didn't forget about me. But when I realized what she called me over for, my face dropped. She told me that Carlos, another friend that came in the car with me, when going back to pick up something from my car, he found out that someone broke into it through a small window. Oh my gosh. And they only stole clothes and some candy beads. That's not very plur, bro. Like, that is the last place I would expect to get robbed, is at like a EDM. Well, I don't know, because if you go to like a little nasty ass basement rave, then yeah, you're probably gonna get robbed. But going to a whole festival where you got like beads, you got freaking furry stuff, and like, I don't know, peace, love, unity, and respect, my dudes. Why are you breaking in my car? I would be so sad. I would be so sad. Oh my God. I would be so sad. Oh my God. I was so scared because it was the first time that someone has broken into my car. And I was so scared that someone would hotwire and steal my car overnight because it was an old car. Oh my gosh. And it was the only place that I could park in San Francisco. Oh my gosh. Oh, thanks again, D. Thank you so much for the donation. They said, I'm fine with crystals. It's just when they start hearing the voice. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, this is from the freaking earth, bro. This is from the freaking earth. God made this too. You get what I'm saying? Like, but when you saying you hearing voices and like you seeing numbers and stuff, like that is kind of like textbook not diagnosing people. But I am aware that like people's ancestors and stuff do communicate with them. But yeah, I agree. But girl says she never got her car broken into. Apparently in San Francisco, I just saw a video where the locals have to put notes on their car doors saying, there is nothing worth stealing here. I live here. Do not break my window. And every car that does not have that on it is busted in. Y'all can go look at it. They just recently were doing it like last week. Like, it's sad, but it is a violating feeling. I had my car broke into because I left it open by accident. There's these dudes. I don't know. I might make a little YouTube video about it, but I might not because I don't want to like get hurt. But there's these dudes, and they've been getting caught on everybody's camera, like robbing people. And I accidentally left my car door open, and they went in my car and they went through my shit. I had a vlogging camera in there, right? Quick little story time, I guess. I was gonna make a story time about it and show y'all the footage, but I don't know. I had a whole bunch of little story time stuff that I could tell y'all. But anyway. So yeah, he broke into my car. And it's so funny because I seen this man before at night walking around with a freaking lunchbox. And I'm like, I bet you this is the dude that's breaking into people's cars. And yeah, he broke into my car because I forgot to lock it. And all my stuff, my doors were open, my trunk was cracked, and all of my papers and stuff were in there. And I was like, oh my God. So then I like look, because I'm like, oh, my camera's gone. And I look, my camera is still there. Like, my camera is there. So I'm like, okay, they're not looking for stuff to sell. They're not crackheads. They're looking for guns. I don't keep no gun in my car, stoop. Like, why would I keep a... So, you know, me being a nice person, I tell all the people on my little neighborhood, I was like, yo, look, somebody is robbing people, and they're looking for most likely, like, medications, because people leave medications in their car, and guns. So if you keep a gun in your car, don't leave it in there. Make sure your doors are locked. If you have any elderly neighbors, make sure you check their stuff. You know what these people said to me? And this is my fault. And like, this is my fault for expecting anything different living in this Caucasian ass neighborhood. These people thought I was overreacting. They were like, oh no, they're not looking for guns. They would like, oh no, who would leave their gun in the car? That's not even, So I was like, you know what? Deletes post. Y'all are on your own, motherfuckers. Y'all think that y'all safe out here? Just watch. And sure enough, 2 weeks later, here comes Pop with his pickup truck and security footage of that same motherfucker with the lunchbox robbing that ass. And you know what he was like? He was like, oh man, he took both my guns, but didn't take nothing else. I tried to help you, man. I tried to help you, Pop. I tried to tell you, bro. Like, once I saw it on the camera, I'm like, oh, these hood niggas, bro, they don't even live on this side of town. Like, I could just tell, bro. They look like they dropped themselves off over here just to hit licks and dip. They've been hitting licks over here for maybe, like, I want to say, like, 4 months now. And no one's done anything. And these people still don't lock their freaking doors because they're in la-di-da land and they think they can't get touched. Like, it's crazy. Like, I tried to warn these people. They are looking for five. They are going to take your guns. So now, what does the police, what does JSO do? They don't arrest these niggas. JSO sends out a newsletter talking about some... Make sure you do your 9 p.m. routine. Make sure you lock your guns. Lock your guns. Like, isn't that so sad that in Florida, that's what the cops tell us to do? Like, make sure your guns are good. Lock your guns or else they're going to get sold. And it's like, are you going to arrest anybody? Are you going to do anything at all? No. Because no. But yeah, that's a quick little story time. It is super violating when people break into your shit because it feels dirty. And especially because it's C19, like, why are you touching my steering wheel, my car door? Like, and they're so slick with it. The reason why it was like, open slightly is because they don't want to slam the door in the night and alert anybody. So they just slide in on the passenger, go through it real quick, and then they slide out. And then they or they'll hit the bottom, go through the... Bro went through my trunk and all. And I know he was so mad when he went through my trunk, because my trunk is just full of like beach blankets, fake Birkenstocks, sand. You bitch. Why'd you go through my shit? Like, yo, people are crazy here. They crazy as hell here, but it definitely feels violating. Sorry, I went off on like a little tangent, but definitely feels a little violating. I did go out, and I knew it was my fault because I kept the door unlocked, but I went out and I bought another Ring camera so I could see a different angle, because, bitch, I'm about to be... Bitch, get the fuck off my porch, bitch. Like, I'm about to be yelling like, no, you are not about to rob me. You got me so messed up. And you really thought I'm about to keep my fi in the car? Sir, okay. Okay, sir. Anyway, she said when she got robbed, when they broke into her stuff, she said that it was an old car and that they could have hotwired it. Now, that is scary. I didn't even think about that. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Kaya. Thank you so much, Kaya, for the donation. She says, hey, Nadja, sending you love from Boston. Ooh, shout out to Boston. I love your content and try to tune in as much as possible. Thank you for lifting my mood today, love. Well, I'm glad I can make you feel happy. Shout out to you. And I hope it's not freezing in Boston right now. I mean, it's September. The leaves probably look nice. I haven't been to Boston in so long. I got to make a little trip. Thank you so much, Kaya. So... let me get back to the story. I'm sorry I went on a little tangent. After the friend broke the news to her that her car got broken in, it was like I disappeared from her mind. And she went on to resume her conversation with that Dusty like nothing happened. I was her best friend from back home. Oh, it was her best friend from back home that I didn't know well, who actually tried to comfort me by offering me her headphones. Wow, she knows her friend's shitty. Also, remember that I was at a rave that night, so I was definitely rolling the entire time. The rest of the time we were there, it was her best friend who actually cared about how I was feeling. Meanwhile, she was just chilling with some dude. I was like, how come this dude who you only know for a couple months is more important than the friends that you have for years? So, is getting your car broken into not a serious thing, or what am I missing here? No, it is serious, girl. Then after this, I distanced myself because I already had insecurities over broken friendships from previous years, so I didn't know if I'm overreacting. At that moment, I felt like I was replaceable as her friend and felt like the role that she gave me to play in her life was insignificant when I thought so greatly of her. Then the pandemic hit, and I really have to try to cut her off. And I didn't really have to try to cut her off. We just fizzled out. I'm an upcoming senior now, starting in September, and I want to know if I should reach out to her again now that school is opening up and start fresh anew, or should I keep my distance? She's dating that boy now, and I have been clean from hard drugs for a year now. Congratulations. That is excellent, because I know it sounds like a good time and shit, but before you know it, now you're drinking every day. Now you're like that dude from the first story, a gorgeous person on the outside, hurting on the inside, messed up at a bar. Like, it always starts out fun until it's not fun anymore. So I'm glad that you got clean and you're no longer doing any hard drugs. So my mental health has definitely taken a toll since then. I don't know if the drugs were just a distraction from me, from my mental health. Even now, I feel so dramatic writing this, but I want to get the perspective of somebody else. Thank you for reading this long ass, childish ass story. I definitely feel like you should keep it fizzled. Keep it cute. Be polite. You know, if she says hello, say hello. But even if you do try to keep it going, it's not going to work because y'all do different things. If she's still with the dude that she met rolling at a rave, I'm pretty sure she still does those type of drugs. So, like, what are y'all going to do? And even then, take it from me, because I've tried to do it before when I quit doing drugs, and like, you know, I was like, oh, well, maybe I could just, you know, do the devil's lettuce around them while they do their thing. Nah, it's so awkward. They're on a completely different level than you, bro. Like, it's not, yeah, it's pretty sad. Like, Here, let me put the chat on the screen so y'all could say what y'all got to say. But yeah, I would make new friends. Because it's sad that her friends gave more a fuck about you than she did. I mean, do you still talk to her friends? Do her friends still talk to her? Like, I don't know. I do agree with Mia right here. The friendship did seem a little one-sided. Reciprocation is very important. Yeah, I don't know. I would just let things be how they are. Be polite to her. Say hi, say bye. But at the end of the day, what do y'all have in common now? I mean, now she's with a whole boy that you know nothing about because she didn't even feel the need to bring you in on that. In my opinion, I feel the way that you knew that she had to beg for him to want her and all this shit, that probably put a bad taste in her mouth too, just knowing that you also know that he thinks she's not good enough and that she's doing all this shit. Because, I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. Yeah, they are definitely going in different directions. Adriana says, I'm glad I never messed around with hard drugs, even when I would heavily drink / party. Yeah, because some people could take it, some people can't. Some people could, you know, I feel very blessed also that mine was literally a phase. Like, I'm so thankful. But some people don't get out that great. And then what people don't realize is that shit messes with your freaking brain. Especially the M word that y'all were doing in this story, the rolling, that messes with your brain to the point where, like how you said, now you feel kind of weird now that you're sober and you don't know, like, damn, is something wrong with me? No, you literally, what that thing does that y'all were doing, that rave drug, depletes all the serotonin from your brain. Like, it literally forces you into a chemical depression. So your brain, like how we talked about earlier, your brain is depending on that outside source to make it happy. You stop taking that outside source. Your brain, I know y'all think I'm probably sounding like a narc or like an old lady, but talking about your brain's gonna go to mush. But seriously, like, it dead ass puts holes in your brain. Like, I'm pretty sure, I'm so terrified, but I'm pretty sure if I get a damn x-ray, like, I don't know what that stuff did to me. Like, I'd like to think back about that health class when they used to show us the lungs. Like, I don't like thinking about what my lungs look like. Like, it's terrifying. You never know. You never know how it'll affect you. I know people that are permanently cooped out because they got a hold of some bad shit. Like, there's a girl going viral right now that supposedly got laced. She at the gas station. I don't know. I don't believe that. She look a little too put together for me. I don't believe that one. But it happens. It does happen. It does happen. It does happen. Jay says she would have had to try to reach out to you if she missed you like that. A whole pandemic. She would have been bored enough at some point. That's why I agree with Mia. Like, it's about reciprocation. Because if she never even felt then whatever, you know? And she probably already made up a little reason in her head on why y'all aren't cool anyway. It's probably that boy, too. I bet you when she gets rid of that boy, she's going to hit you up. Let me see. What else? Yeah, y'all said you already depressed, so you're not going to touch it. No, definitely don't. It'll drain you. All that you got. Drain you. Precious said, this is very true. You learn it Psychology 101, which is a course that I think everyone should take. No, for real. They tell you that. They tell you that in middle school, high school, what that stuff does to your brain and your lungs. But it's a personal decision at the end of the day, you know. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm about to get to this last story. But if y'all have any advice for them, please let them know in the comments below. But again, I'm just really glad that you're off of the drugs, because that will keep you around toxic people way longer than you need to be when you have a common vice. So I'm glad that you got that taken care of. And honestly, I kind of get the vibe that your homegirl's best friend, the one that was like taking care of you, babysitting you, I get the vibe that they're not gonna last very long either. But that's just my opinion. Give them some advice in the comments. I'm about to get on to the last story of the day, our title story, okay? It is called The Date from the Ninth Circle of Hell. The Ninth Circle of Hell. I'm scared. But we're going to get into it. Make sure y'all like the stream. Make sure if y'all like the stream. We got 317 people in here. Wow. Thank y'all for showing up. Showing up and showing out. What's up? Make sure y'all like the stream. If y'all like the stream, Let's get into the date from the night circle of hell. So, hey girl, I just wanted to share a story about a date I went on that failed terribly. I just want the tribe's opinion on if it was my fault that the date went south. Ooh, this is my favorite type of stories. Is it my fault? When did I do? Oh, and I'm a Pisces, by the way. Shout out to all the Pisces in the chat. Shout out to all the Pisces in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Okay, so boom. Make sure if you're a Pisces, drop your sign in the chat. So boom, I was on Instagram one night and I found this guy's page. Red flag number 1. Why are you looking for the eggplant on Insta? Why are you looking for the eggplant on Insta? No, ma'am. Anyway. So this guy, who happened to be a mutual of mine, so he's not a complete stranger. Let's call him BJ. BJ makes music, which surprisingly is actually good. Okay. So, I did a little cyber stalking to find more out about BJ. I'm going to be real, just off his social media presence, there were multiple red flags. But I didn't want to judge too soon. And also, I might have been trying to potentially... She's talking about she was just trying to get some top. Y'all think that some of these dudes think that girls ain't on that type of time. And I'm telling y'all, ladies, we got to be careful. Y'all dudes do too. You can't just be letting everybody put their mouth on you. I know, ladies, it's especially for women, like, we feel like it's like a power move. If we could get a dude to get us some top and be like, get that head, get that bread and leave, like, it's a power move for us. But at the end of the day, be mindful, y'all. Y'all can't just be having everybody mouth on you. Like, but she said she was just trying to get some head, some bread, and leave from him, okay? No bread. Just... But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, we finally start talking, and it's going okay. The first night we started talking, he asked if we could link, and I asked what we would do. Girl, what you think? He just said smoke and ride around with his sister. This was all after 12 a.m., mind you. I nicely declined, and we continued talking. So you wanted to smash, and he wanted to ride around and smoke in his sister car. That's weird. I agree with Adriana. Y'all, invest in some toys. Just invest in some toys. I'm mad Quan used the running emoji. Okay, let me stop looking at the chat. Y'all are funny as hell. So... one day, he posts on his story asking who would be down to go on a date. And I voted yeah. Wait, so this is what single people do? Y'all will just, like, post a picture of y'all and do a poll and be like, so, who trying to go to Din Din? And you just vote yes? Well, that's what she did. I didn't know that's what y'all do. So I voted yes, and he said he posted that just for me, and we arranged to meet and go to the beach. He a goddamn lie. He being so slick. If any other bitch would have responded to him, he would have been like, I posted that just for you. Oh my God, y'all talk about get you a rose, get that rose. Oh my God, this is too much. So... we arranged to meet and go to the beach and see a beautiful view, then go to a movie the next day. So this is a 2-part date. You talking about the next day. So that means you spending the night. Like, are you trying to smash the first day? Oh my God. D is so funny. Talk about code Trish for 50% on one toy, Adam and Eve. Y'all, mark my words. Mark my words. I'm sex positive as hell, but I ain't doing no Adam and Eve sponsorship. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. So y'all might have to go use Trish for 50% off, because that was just like a rule I made with myself. And they hit me up all the time. I have another Amazon seller hits me up all the time. And it's like, I can't. Because then once you do it, it's kind of like other company. I don't know. I'm not going to get too deep into it. But that shit made me laugh. Trisha needs to go to jail. Anyway, so right off the bat, they came a little later than expected, but I wasn't tripping. Oh my God, I forgot. His sister got to drive him around. Embarrassing. So his sister is driving fast as hell for no reason. He's rolling the blunt and I'm just in the back seat curled up next to the door. Wait, why is she tripping? So we stop at the gas station and he's telling me how his sister is gay as hell and how she's a stud. And I'm like, all right, I don't care. Random. Like, sir, you don't think we got eyes? And then I came here to see you, not your sister. Like, what you think? I'm trying to get on with your sister? Like, that was weird. But anyway. So we were supposed to go to the beach, but we kept getting delayed because BJ's sister's girlfriend wanted to come, but she kept being flaky. She would be like, I'm coming home in 10 minutes, and it would be 20, or she would be like, oh, I'm out and about right now, or I got a lot going on. Mind you, I had no idea she was even coming, and now it's getting dark. My thing, I would have been like, big sis, can you just drop us off where the hell we supposed to be? Because I'm not trying to do this. So finally the girl comes, but she gets out the car mid-driving to stop and talk to somebody real quick. And around this time, I had to pee. And the sister is still driving fast as hell with every car movement. I feel my bladder about to give out. So we finally arrive at the beach, and we park all the way in the back. So I get out to go pee, and I don't know what it is about beach restrooms, but it's the worst shit I've ever seen. Yes, it's the same way here in Florida. It's so disgusting. If you want a really good bathroom, go to like a residential neighborhood that has a free pool, that has like a leasing office, that don't got no choice, like you have to clean it. It'll be spotless. That's like my Floridian drunk tip. Whenever you're out and about and you're partying at somebody's pool, or like, you know, like if you out and about and you need to pee, go to a residential pool. Those bathrooms are always spotless. But when you go to like the community pools, the beaches, those bathrooms be nasty. They be having the black sand on the floor and like doo-doo toilet paper. Like the things that you have to put on the toilet seat be gone. Like, and then right when you walk out, there's like a whole bunch of kids butt ass naked cleaning themselves and the foot spray. Like, it's just not. It's not a vibe. It's not a vibe. It's not a vibe at all. Why do people be doing that? They be having their kids butt-ass naked like this isn't Florida and there's not predators around. Like, they literally house predators here. Bathing their whole baby and then it be the faucet that you clean your feet with. Like, come on. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So, she said it was the worst bathroom ever, right? So I get back to the car and we start hotboxing. And as the blunt is coming back around for the third time, I don't know if it was just my anxiety or my gut instinct, but my fight or flight mode was activated. And I just knew I had to get up out that car. I can't explain it, but I think reality kicked in that I was with a bunch of randoms in the back of a Venice Beach parking lot getting lit. So in the midst of freaking out inside, I asked if he wanted to go by the water, and he said no, he don't like the beach. So I'm thinking, why did we come here? And y'all, that's literally happened to me before. When I dumped all my old friends, I kept having this weird moment of when I was with new people, and I would just be like, I don't know you. You're new. Like, I know what feeling you're talking about, but I can't explain it either. It's so weird. That shit happened to me with Daniel's brother before. And I was just like, I know y'all, but I don't know y'all. This happened years ago, though. But I get what you're saying. Like, that's definitely happened to me when I smoked before. But it is very weird that you take someone on a date you don't even like being at. So there were other cars in the parking lot, and people were, smoking also, doing the same thing we were doing. It's Venice Beach. So I literally just walk out the car. Looking back, I'm cringing, but I needed some air. Also, subconsciously, I'm trying to get away from him. I really did like him, though, so I don't know what got into me. I know what got into you. It's called fight or flight. You asked that man to give you a branch, and he didn't take it. Something similar happened to me when I was in Cali, and we were at a video shoot, and I was feeling really crazy from being so high up in the air, and I was about to just, do an excuse and, go just to get down the fucking the hills. And I was like, yeah, bro, I got to use the bathroom. I was not expecting somebody to be like, yeah, I got to go too. I'm like, fuck, let's go to the bathroom. But I could only imagine, like, if nobody wanted to go down the hill with me, I was prepared to have my car and go down by myself. It's just a human fight or flight reaction. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. But the fact that you said, do you want to go outside? And he said, no, I don't think that was weird. Shoot, you left. So as I'm walking, he's just behind me, following me everywhere I go. I feel bad, but at the same time, I'm like, get away from me. Finally, I just sat at the edge of the sand and he walks up to me. So we start talking, the convo's nice, but I look at him and I make eye contact, and I know this might sound crazy, but something in his eyes were off. Girl, what the hell? I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, it's so weird that I know exactly, because I've been here before, bro. I've been here before. I don't know if it's because my empath senses are tingling or what. I know exactly, like, as soon as you said that, I imagine what bro's eyes look like. I've seen that. Let me know in the chat if you already know what she's talking about, because I've stared into somebody's eyes before and saw fucking nothing. Like, but they trying to smile like they're normal, and they weren't fucking normal. I had to learn the hard way they weren't normal, but yeah. So then he said, after I looked at his eyes and was like, what the fuck? He said that we're going to go around Venice for a little while. And I'm confused because I thought we were going to the damn movie. I think it was the constant changing of plans for me. That too. Because, like, I hate when people do this to me also. When it's like, I signed up to go on a double date with you with the possibility of, or not a double date. I signed up to go on a date with you with the possibility of your sister chaperoning. Now it turned into a double date hot box on a beach when I did not want to do this. So, and I see a lot of y'all in the chat are agreeing what I was talking about when you look into somebody's eyes. And I'm not even talking about somebody having dark brown eyes. I'm like, you could tell, bro. Like, it's different. Like, there's like nothing. It's like nothing. Yeah, it's like deadpan. Yeah, it's just like nothing. It's weird. It's like you could almost tell that they're telling themselves to be normal in their head. Like, it's weird. So, long story short, I literally just ditched him. I called an Uber home, but unfortunately my Uber driver didn't speak English and I put in the wrong address. So now it's a late night and I'm standing on the side of the street trying to get a ride home. Mind you, this man keeps calling me and I'm just feeling so freaking bad at this point. Luckily, this nice Nigerian Uber driver took me home safely and I'm so grateful for him. So BJ texted me again asking how I got home and they were going to get some food. I told him have a nice night and I'm sorry if I ruined it. Yeah, it just wasn't the vibe, bro. Like, so we had plans to meet up the following week, but he kind of just stopped replying to me and I unfollowed and blocked him. Look, I would have just been straight up. I would have been like, look, I date big dogs. You was giving little dog energy. You got your sister driving you around. We're on your sister time. Your sister, maybe that's why he was like, my sister gay, she is thug. Because he probably low-key jealous of his sister. Because his sister, she got a car. She got bitches. She calling the shots. His sister, big dog. You little dog. I don't date little dogs. I can't talk to you no more. I would have just had to be so real. Like, this is uncomfortable. I don't like this. I don't. So I'm glad y'all just, yeah, because that's really what it is. That's really what it was, sis. You didn't like that things were not on his time. They weren't on his time. They were always on his sister's time. He don't got a whip. He ain't even got, then like where was this? Where were you going to sleep at? You over here talking about y'all was going to go to the movies and stuff. Did the sister rent a hotel room too? Like, no, for real, Jamila, little dog energy. Little dog energy. It's okay if you little dog, but we only date big dogs, so we not about It's that he's a clown? A clown? Why didn't I see it before? Like, no. So, there were definitely some red flags. Right? You y'all talking about, man, you should have dated the sister. That's what I'm saying. Like, but anyway, there were definitely some red flags that I think led me to freaking out. For one, when we were driving, I looked up and saw him staring at me with the death glare. It made me uncomfortable, so I awkwardly looked away and he laughed. Yeah, sociopath vibes. Not diagnosing anybody. I might be tripping, but that confused me. Also, him and his sister said some slick homophobic stuff, which I said something about and they ignored me. Not the homophobic stud. Not the stud perpetuating misogyny and toxic masculinity. Hate to see it. Also, this guy drinks a lot and had a full bottle of Henny under the seat. And y'all riding dirty, and y'all riding around the city riding dirty because old girlfriend don't want it. There's just so much going on here. He said if he's not drunk or high, he might hurt somebody. Anyway, we stopped talking. I don't think it would have worked anyway. I still like his music though. I don't really have experience with guys or girls when it comes to dating, so was this my fault? No. Don't ever switch up. Stick to your boundaries. Stand firm in them. You did everything right. You did everything right. This guy is freaking weird. What do y'all think? By the way, I'm 19 and he is 20. Here are some pictures of him and his sister music. So him and his sister make music together also. Yeah, his sister's definitely big dog. He look a mess. He doesn't even show his face in pictures, bro. This is a red flag. This boy is a mess. He's smoking blacks. Girl. I used to do that when I was 20 also. Like, what are you stressed about at 20 years old to where you need to smoke blacks? I would like to go and smack young Nadja for doing that too. But like, sir, why are you this stressed? Like, yo pants. This man is a mess. He's a mess. He don't even show his face. What does he look like, girl? He got like green and blue. I don't know if this was an accident or if he really wanted to do this to his hair. He got like a gas station white tee. Those fuckboy pants that be having them knee pad looking things on them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And some busted forces and a Frank Ocean looking jacket. Girl, look. I don't know what in the XXS Tentacion he got going on, but he ain't it, sis. Here, I'm gonna put y'all on the screen in case y'all want something to say, but no, ma'am. Amanda says junior year type stress. Black coffee before class. Black and mild and a black coffee. Have your ass tweaking. Oh my God, yes. Oh my gosh. No, for real, Katniss, if you can't be sober, something happened and then you got death in your eyes. Like, I'm not trying to be your next victim, sir. I'm not trying to be the muse to your next horrorcore mixtape, SoundCloud tape. Like, no ma'am, no sir. No ma'am, no sir. And then, bro, you 20 years old. That is so fucking sad that you can't survive without drinking alcohol when you legally shouldn't even be able to get. You legally shouldn't even be able to buy that black. Like, you doing a lot. He got a lot of stuff going on. I wouldn't try to take that on. They just give me, I like to ride around until 4 a.m. vibes. I used to hang out with bums like those too, girl. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Because it's fun because y'all are 19 and 20 now, like I said in the last story. But once you start hitting on 24, 25, 26, y'all still riding around until 4. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And then what did the stud's girlfriend have to say? Like, about this? You should have known. Another thing, you should always know when you sitting in the back seat with him that he's little dog. I'm just, if you sit in the back seat with him, he's little dog. He's not big bruh. He's little bruh. He's little bruh. Miss Makeda said he about to drop an album called Certified Serial Killer or something. Or something. Melly 2.0 over here. You said his music probably sound like Court. I listened to it. She did send me a little snippet. But what these young kids don't realize is, y'all, when you get on a beat that's not yours, it could get copyrighted, so I can't play it. And I'm not talking about sis that sent me the story. I'm talking about bro that wasted his energy rapping on this damn beat that, like, I mean, it's not your beat. So I can't play it. But he sounds like, so what's going on in the music industry right now is a lot of these guys are realizing, well, if I sound like Lil Baby, I'm gonna get Lil Baby money. If I sound like Rod Wave, I'm gonna get Rod Wave money. So, or Rod Wave, whatever. So he sounds like at least 2 other people. I will say, like, yeah, it's a nice little beat, but I don't know. Y'all know I'm a really big music critic because I date a musician also. So I'm not soft when it comes to judging music. I'm pretty tough when it comes to doing that. So he all right. He's all right. But the whole emo psycho shit is such a lame gimmick. It's over with. 2016, 2018 is over. You're not Trippie Redd. You're not X. You're not Denzel Curry. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And then this man don't even got basic social skills. Like, bro, what is your end goal with this date? Yo, girl talking about, I want to go on the beach. You not about to go on the beach? Weird. Like, what? What? You said, does he not have other songs that you could play? No, the person just sent me a file. She sent me a video of her riding in the car with him with the music playing, and she's just like recording her lap like oh my gosh. Y'all said Lil Baby has a whole team. Beyonce has a whole team. Now, I'm aware it's just the sound because they know that these labels are looking for people that have that can imitate a sound. So I've noticed a lot of these younger people that are trying to get on just imitate the flow, or they'll get on tight beats so they could, you know, show that they could get on that type of beat, like type shit. But yeah, you talking about the X copycat trend. That's why I was like, I don't know if he did his hair like that by accident, like if he tried to lift it and do the gray, but it just didn't lift, so now he's stuck with like green, teal, blue. I don't know, but bruh, trying to be like this weird, like fake demonic emo. Chill. Just chill. But he listened to his own music while driving. Usually people that make their own music test it out at least once, you know, or they do listen to it while driving. But he was trying to mac her up. So yeah, he was playing his tape and she was low-key feeling it. She was like, damn, he might be next up. And then she found out, damn, this little dog, he ain't next up. Damn. Well, I hope he gets it together. I think it's really sad that at 20, you know, I'm not saying like laugh at him sad. I'm saying like I empathize for him sad that at 20 you got to be smoking chain smoking. He was smoking that Black and Mild to the nub, child. That shit was a nub. Smoking it to the nub. You drinking. You driving, open container driving around. You on your sister time every time. Like, I empathize for him. I feel bad. I hope he gets help. I hope he grows out of that and doesn't get wound up in this alcoholism, because that's a slow and painful death. Yeah, that date was pretty bad. Let me know if y'all have ever been on a bad date or any other bad date. That was mess. Please be safe out here, please. Again, if you guys want your stories on my channel, on this segment, all you have to do is email me at tribet@shopvoodoochild.com. Please make sure that it's appropriate. Please make sure you're following all the rules. I have them in the description below. It's this email, tribet@shopvoodoochild. If you have an old story that you sent to the old email that you know for a fact I did not read, please forward it to this email so that we can get your story read. But as for right now, if you guys have a spooky story or a paranormal story or anything like that, send it to me and we will be bumping you up to read for October. And submissions close October 1st, 2020. So if you're watching this and it's past October the 1st, 2020, you are past the deadline, and just disregard this freaking message. And another thing, make sure you guys go and check out my website. I'm trying to get rid of all of this jewelry for spooky season. I'm gonna have new jewelry, new merch, new everything. I'm gonna be having gift boxes, all types of stuff. I'm gonna be making more videos on this channel, showing you guys the behind the scenes of like me working and stuff like that. So look out for that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. thank you guys so much for kicking it with me on another Wednesday. I appreciate you. I will be doing a Florida Man Friday live next weekend, not this week. I know this is the last Friday of September, but I don't want to miss out on a whole week of news footage just to be technical. So I'm not giving you guys a live Florida Man this week, but I will give it to you next week. And it will also be a combination of all the Florida men and ma'ams in the month. So you said the rule video is unavailable. I'll fix it. I've been thinking about making a new rules video anyway, but I'll fix it in this description. And yeah, if you guys want to write me a letter, send me some art. I also have my P.O. box down below. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys next time. Peace.